Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of Multan Public School and College for Boys and Girls. Today in the biology class, we will study about chapter 17, Microorganisms and their applications in biotechnology. By the end of this video, you should be able to define biotechnology, and you should be then able to outline the role of yeast in the production of bread and alcohol, and then you should be able to explain the role of bacteria in yogurt and cheese production. I am sure you are excited about today's lecture. Today we will study about biotechnology. This term was coined in 1970s. Biotechnology means any technological or industrial application that uses biological systems from microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, to make or modify products or processes for specific use or to provide services for mankind. Remember that whatever scientists are doing, they are doing it for the benefit of mankind. Biotechnology is concerned with a variety of subjects including biochemistry, chemistry, genetics, microbiology, engineering, and many more. It has helped improve food quality, quantity, and processing. Biotechnology has also helped in the production of antibiotics and single-cell proteins. It is also most important for its implications in health and medicine. We shall consider some examples of the use of biotechnology in the production of food like yogurt, cheese, bread, and alcohol. Dear students, sit with me to understand the production of the main fermented product, bread, which we are using on daily basis. Hopefully, students, you remember what is yeast. It is a microorganism belonging to kingdom fungi. Flour contains starch, protein, and enzyme amylase. Salt, yeast, and water is mixed in the flour to form a dough. The amylase present in the flour digests the starch to sugar. Lack of oxygen and suitable temperature causes the yeast to respire anaerobically. Since fermentation of sugar is being done, it produces alcohol and carbon dioxide gas, which makes the dough rise. The bread is baked. In this way, the yeast is being killed, evaporating the alcohol. Holes are left in the mixture where the carbon dioxide gas expanded. Let's see the bread making process in detail. Mixing has two main functions: to evenly distribute the various ingredients and allow the development of a protein-gluten network to give the best bread possible. Once the bread material is mixed, it is then left to rise, that is for fermentation. Any large holes that may have formed during rising are released by kneading. Then molding of the dough is done into desired loaf shapes. During the final rising, the loaf fills with more bubbles of the carbon dioxide gas, and once this has processed far enough, they are transferred to the oven for baking. The loaf is then placed in a preheated oven to bake. A high temperature will kill the yeast, thus stopping its further process of rising and growth. The whole loaf is cooled to about 35 degrees centigrade before slicing, and wrapping can occur without damaging the loaf. The holes that we see in the bread are due to the carbon dioxide produced during the fermentation of glucose. In case of yogurt making, milk is boiled. During this process, that is boiling, oxygen is removed and killing the harmful bacteria. The milk is then cooled to 40 degrees centigrade, which is the best temperature for growing the yogurt bacteria. Culture of bacteria is added at this stage. This culture contains two different types of bacteria: the Streptococcus thermophilus bacteria, which removes oxygen, and Lactobacillus bulgaricus, which respires anaerobically and converts the milk sugar lactose to lactic acid. During this fermentation period, which is of nearly 6 hours, milk protein casein curdles and as a result yogurt is produced. At this stage, sugar and fruit can be added for flavor. Dear students, you must have enjoyed different type of cheese and different type of pizzas and other bakery items like cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, parmesan cheese, feta cheese. So now let's study how the production of cheese takes place. Cheese is a great source of calcium, fat and proteins. It also contains high amounts of vitamin A and B12 along with zinc, phosphorus and riboflavin. Since it has a high content of saturated fats, so overeating of cheese can cause weight gain, so it must be used accordingly. Now let's see how the cheese production takes place. In the manufacturing of cheese, both bacteria and fungi are used. Lactobacillus is used to ferment milk sugar to lactic acid, whereas the fungi, here different types of fungi are used to make different type of cheeses. The fungi curdles the milk protein. That curdled milk protein together with the fats in the milk is removed and acted upon by a mixture of bacteria and fungi to produce cheese. By varying conditions of temperature and using different mixtures of bacteria and fungi, different types of cheese can be produced, like cheddar cheese, like mozzarella cheese, parmesan cheese, etc. Now let's discuss about the uses and production of alcohol. Let's study about different uses of alcohol. Alcohols in various forms are used within medicines as antiseptics, as disinfectants, as antidotes. Alcohols are applied to the skin to disinfect it before a needle stick and before surgery. Alcohol are also used as fuel. Alcohol are used in making perfumes and varnishes. Moreover, alcohol is also used in alcoholic beverages. Yeast is used in brewing. Here, yeast is mixed with sugar found in the food substances like barley, wheat, grapes. In the absence of oxygen, the yeast respires anaerobically to produce alcohol and carbon dioxide from the sugar. Different types of alcohols are brewed in this way, for example, beer, wine, and Japanese sake. Beer is produced from fermenting barley, wine is produced from the grape juice, and the Japanese sake from rice. Dear students, you can see the diagram regarding ethanol production and its used as biogas. Write down an answer for 10 marks that how this ethanol will be used as biogas in the near future. I recommend to watch the video at least 3 times for better understanding. Moreover, when you have something exciting or have a question, please share it by me. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.